Hello, this is going to be part one of 3 tutorials to walk you through what you need to do for this assessment. The first part is going to be an overview. The second part will be a reminder about your movie notes. And the third part will be the most intensive, talking about the actual summative tasks to get through this class. I want to start with first, breathe. We will get through this weird time together. I know this is a strange way to end a trimester and to start up a new trimester. There's a lot of learning curve here, but the goal of this is that you can do this work. You have all of the tools, the knowledge. The goal of really what you need is self-motivation, self-direction, and also advocating for yourself. We can set up video conferencing if we need to. We can touch base if we need to via email or through Google. And you just need to make sure that you come with questions and not just, I don't understand what I'm doing, but actual specific questions from the tutorial so that I can better direct my instruction. All right. As a way to wrap up this trimester, you're going to complete a final summative writing task. There will be no multiple choice and no cause and effect pairs because we're not doing the final exam. We're just doing a final task. This summative is to allow for those of you that are on the line of passing and failing to have an opportunity to bring your grade up, and those of you that have been passing in extraordinary ways, a chance to better improve your grade as well based on our instruction for the last couple weeks. So what are due with this topic or project or prompt, is an outline structure filled in, which on the next page based on the essential question from your movie notes. And the second thing is to turn that outline into a final writing piece. All of this should be completed by Friday, the 27th, turned in through Classroom. Just as a note, next Wednesday, I will do every day, actually, I'm going to be doing a check-in. But if next Wednesday by 9 a.m. you have not started my classes process, I will actually be reaching out to parents, guardians, guidance, and any other parties involved to let them know what's going on and to maybe touch base with you via video conference to check in for understanding. Part of this process is it's not a blizzard bag. So this is due by the 27th. You will have a full week to get this completed. You have all the tools, like I said, including myself, to help you. I want to remind you about integrity. It's the quality of being honest and having strong moral principles. I'm not there with you as you complete this assessment, but I'm going to trust the fact that your work is your own and you're not being shared with other students in class. If you plagiarize or there's any question of plagiarizing between you and another student, you will receive a 0 on this final summative. Some of you need this grade to pass the class. If you do not complete this summative successfully, it can be the make or break moment where you have to take American Society 2 again next year. Please don't put yourself in this situation. If you come across an obstacle, reach out to me in any capacity. Email, phone call, video conference, whatever you need, I will be there to support you. If you cheat, I will not be there to support you. Please keep that in mind. That's the hardest part of this process, is putting the onus onto you and trust. Okay, directions. Part 1, and the tutorials will better explain this, but I'm just giving an overview. Using your Sentry Stormy Weather notes, you're going to select 3 specs that will be analyzed for a final prompt that will answer the essential question, how can disasters impact American opportunity? You're going to input these specs into the outline structure on the next page, complete an outline, a thesis, supporting detail statements, analysis statements for each of the spec set, and a closing sentence. I'm going to add that to the notes directions right now. Once the outline is completed, please do not delete it. Copy the outline and reformat it into a well-developed writing prompt that follows the structure of a polished MLA writing piece. Once again, future tutorials will show you that more in depth. All work must be typed directly into this summative assessment and turned in through Google Classroom by the 27th. Please do not create your own documents. Please directly put it in. Good luck. It was a wonderful trimester, and as we finish this up, please end on a good note. I know this is a different way to learn and a different way to show mastery, but we can still touch base in person, not in person directly, but through video conferencing if needed. Email, contact, communicate if you are struggling. On the next page, you're going to notice the essential question. There's 3 spec sets that must be filled in plus a closing sentence. I will have a model for how to set this up in future tutorials, but the biggest thing you need to ask yourself right now is to refer to old writing prompts, old writing examples to clarify what it is we need to do here. You know how to write. You've done this all trimester. This isn't something new. This is the final chance to show mastery and also a final chance to improve your grade. Okay, like I said, this is part 1 of 3 tutorials. This first part was just an overview of what you're doing. The second will talk about your movie notes and outline structure. And the third will give you a model and a discussion point about how to set up each of the spec sets. All right, good luck.